Kellyanne Conway was minding her own business at her local grocery store when a crazed leftist thug attacked her, thanks to Democrats like Maxine Waters, who is encouraging nutjobs to viciously attack Trump administration officials. Unhinged snowflakes are stalking people who are working for our president. Well, this leftist loser picked on the wrong woman, as Kellyanne roasted him like a rotisserie chicken. You'll love this. Maxine Waters is giving her leftist supporters the wrong advice. She was caught screaming at a rally in Los Angeles, "Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up, and if you see anybody from that Trump cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd, and you push back on them." Enter Kellyanne Conway, the powerhouse political consultant who bested the 2016 Hillary Clinton campaign, which had a $2 billion war chest. Conway is known as a hard-hitting, no-nonsense advisor to President Donald Trump, and she was recently attacked by a leftist thug at a grocery store, Daily Caller reports. In a recent Washington Post regarding the topic of harassment Trump officials receive in public, Presidential counsel Kellyanne Conway recalled how a man harassed her while she was shopping in a supermarket for her family. Kellyanne, a mother of 4, was shopping when an angry man sneered, "You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Go look in the mirror." Without missing a beat, Kellyanne replied, "Mirrors are in aisle 9, I'll go get one now." As Kellyanne recalled the dust-up with the leftist thug, she said, "What am I gonna do, fall apart in the canned vegetable aisle?" This is exactly the kind of reply Trump officials should give to these nutjobs. Another group of snowflakes got the wrath of Senator Mitch McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao, who is currently serving as the Transportation Secretary. The leftist harassers were shocked when a tiny Chinese woman started screaming back at them as they tried to accost Mitch McConnell. Chao scolded them, "Why don't you leave my husband alone? Why don't you leave my husband alone?" Taken aback by Chao, one so-called protester said, "I'm not trying to disrespect you, but why is he separating families?" Chao got right into his face and said, "No, he's not separating families. You leave my husband alone." As she pointed at the group, we confronted at Senate Maj LDR and at Sec Elaine Chao with that ProPublica audio of children separated from their families at the border while leaving at Georgetown event. We must #abolish ICE and #abolish CBP, #freedom for immigrants. Roberto, at Roberto Chickenx, June 26, 2018. Those snowflakes were trolling McConnell, thinking he is a pushover, and what they got was one pissed-off Chinese-American woman, his wife Elaine Chao. Just like the man who attacked Kellyanne Conway at the grocery store, these so-called protesters got roasted by 2 conservative women who aren't buckling to their fake outrage. It's all a show. And Chao and Conway refused to play their game. Even former Trump advisor Steve Bannon was attacked while he browsed books in Richmond. The Washington Post reports, on Saturday, as Stephen K. Bannon, Trump's former strategist, browsed at an antiquarian bookstore in Richmond, a woman in the shop called him a piece of trash. The woman left after Nick Cook, owner of Black Swan Books, told her he would call the police. "We are a bookshop. Bookshops are all about ideas and tolerating different opinions and not about verbally assaulting somebody," which is what was happening, Cook told the Richmond Times-Dispatch, which first reported the incident. Luckily, for Bannon, the bookstore owner wasn't going for these crude leftist shenanigans. Then there's Trump advisor Stephen Miller who trashed $80 bucks of sushi after he was given the double middle finger by a bartender who ran out of the restaurant just to harass him. One night, after Miller ordered $80 of takeout sushi from a restaurant near his apartment, a bartender followed him into the street and shouted, "Stephen!" When Miller turned around, the bartender raised both middle fingers and cursed at him, according to an account Miller has shared with White House colleagues, reports The Washington Post. These tactics are straight out of Saul Alinsky's book Rules for Radicals. Alinsky primarily achieved his goals by exploiting useful idiots, who have little capacity or desire to think critically, as demagogues pull their strings. Alinsky's rule number 5, ridicule is man's most potent weapon, is exactly the strategy these leftist thugs are going by as they attack Trump officials, and it will only get worse. Conservatives don't use these tactics. and the only response is to show no fear. Don't attempt to engage these nutjobs in intelligent conversation. They care nothing about facts. The only thing they understand is a real strength, which is what Kellyanne Conway and Elaine Chao showed. Conway dismissed the thug using humor and Chao refused to back down. Their goal is to turn America into a leftist communist state. The silent majority in this nation will not be ridiculed into silence, and we will never give in to these Trump-hating bullies attacking patriots in the streets.